しねと。 Skull, welcome back. Oh, it finished. Wait, did you finish the game already? Wait, what? I like zoned out. Like I made progress on the thing, and it, like I feel like I was like just looking at the screen, just like I don't know, maybe like half an hour ago, and it's like she's still in the game, wasn't she? What? She did. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Actually, how long was the stream? Still 3 hours. It says 3 hours ago, but maybe it's more than that because I know YouTube does the weird rounding. But yeah. Oh, cool. Well, I guess congratulations then. I didn't realize it was that short of a game. No, that was weird. It's like, wait, what? Oops. Excuse me. Okay, I made some progress though. All right, sounds good. Yeah, the weekend's already over. Thankfully, I'm actually making more progress on this assignment, but I wanted to at least have this done by the end of the weekend, but it is what it is. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot coming up, yeah. Mm. Fucking tofu gun. Yeah, alright, sounds good, yeah. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Taker. Stay safe, have an evening, we'll see you later. Let's go to Usumi. I'm gonna try to see if I can get maybe two more parts done, maybe. I really should make something to drink. Honestly, welcome back. More upstairs. Ah, I see. That sucks. I mean, because it's crazier that's still going, but yeah. Wish the world could just, settle down. So let me get a drink. Just make some tea. Yeah. If only the world could just settle down for a little bit. Tasty Cereal, welcome back. I'm just working on physics as usual. When am I not? Sorry, my tea just finished, or the hot water just finished boiling. Let me grab it. in this game. Oh, the what do you call it? The thing on screen. Yeah. So I mean, I guess you probably already know what it is. Because it's. I was surprised that Twitch actually had a had an entry for Hollow Earth in or just as a game category. I guess the way to win is to have fun, I guess. Or I mean, I guess like this person's doing, overlapping their triangle with mine. I would respond, except, oh, is he saying switch color? Maybe. I guess everyone's doing blue right now, aren't they? So. There we go. Yeah. Like a chat room at the moment, from what I understand, the only front-facing functionality is the chat room. Now, what exactly they're testing in the back end, I'm not sure. Talk about peer pressure. Yeah. I didn't realize that's what everyone was doing, so I wasn't really looking at the screen. But I can do that. Yeah. Actually, wait, I just realized. Did Ikko-san logged off? For the record, Ikko is the one of the devs. Yeah, when did that happen? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, no, we were talking about this earlier, but I'm not, it's not quite clear. At least to me, it's not quite clear. I didn't go looking too carefully because I'm busy, but I was curious what exactly they're testing. And considering it's an indefinite beta, if I had to guess, well, one thing is obviously they're just testing the chat functionality and crap, right? But I think realistically what they're probably testing is like instance generation and like server stability. For one thing, so for example, right now what I speculate is that they didn't buy dedicated hardware for Hollow Earth. Like the far more likely scenario is that what do you call it? They're probably renting servers from either like AWS or Google Compute Cloud or Microsoft Azure or something, right? They're probably getting server or they're renting servers from some cloud provider. And if I had to guess, if that is true, then they might be testing like load balancing or like instance migration between servers. That's a functionality that I believe definitely AWS supports, where if a server is reaching or is getting maxed out in usage, yet there's more demand, then there's a way to have the instance migrated to a more powerful server, and it's supposed to be rather seamless. So it is possible that they're testing that kind of functionality, but at the same time, I haven't really seen any indication of that being the case. So it could very well just be they're just testing how stable the servers are by just keeping the game up 24/7. We'll see. Or Box of War. Yeah, no, unfortunately, there's no like player killing or like, you can't loot people. Yeah. Well, there's a cute anime girl floating around that center pillar over there, so there's a anime girl right there. Might be a little bit hard to see just because of how low resolution my stream is, but I'll stream line. We can take a look. Actually, if you can take a look, I really need to get going with this assignment, but actually, wait. DDT of 1, is that not 0? Speaker icon. That's a. I mean, I guess I could. Maybe. Am I gonna be the first Hollow Earth tutorial? Am I gonna make the first Hollow Earth tutorial? So the thing on the bottom right, F2. It's like probably a little hard to see on my screen, but there's the key bindings are listed above the icons. So F2 is changing color, like you saw earlier. Find blue, there we go. And the speaker is actually confetti. So, and it's bound to the 0 icon. So if you hit 0, then you shoot confetti. Although it might be a little bit hard to see on my screen again, but yeah. And then there are emotes like they're listed down here, but let's see. So one is nodding, so you can kind of see. How do you? I mean, you'd be able to see from the side, but it's nodding. 2 is, back and forth. 3 is just a spin, and then 4 is a backflip. Yeah. Pretty high tech, man. Backflips, holy shit. Yeah. All right, cut. I'll make a proper tutorial once winter break starts if no one else does. Now upload it to YouTube. Could you clip my channel and do it for me? But no, actually no. I mean, if I were to do that, I should do a full tutorial, right? So like, introduce the all the menu options here, and then all the chat options here, and like which channel you talk in and stuff like that. I think that's it. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can actually do it, right? So I just realized, how do you enter the menu or the login menu? I don't know. But once you log in, you end up looking at this. Yeah, you get introduced to this, and you can just choose whatever lobby you want to go into. So, enter, and look, there's no one here. Anyway, yeah, you can WASD move and jump. And let's see. So this the communication channels here are all, talk, shout, whisper, and then system messages. So, and let's see. I don't actually know how you do the whisper, because I don't know if it's an at, if you have to do like at someone or something. I haven't been able to figure that out. But for talking, you can just type here. And if you look in the talk channel or the all channel. You can see it there. And I believe that's like those messages are for people near you. And then the shout channel, which you can switch to by using this drop down, makes your text orange and then should make your text visible to everyone in the lobby. And that's about it for that. And then the options here, this is room list. So you can do that, click it, and then you can see the list of rooms that you can enter. Although from what I can tell, this actually excludes the current room that you're in. So really it should be, you know, basically it displays all rooms that are available for entering. So I'll go back to my little spot there. Second is options, which you can tell. I think the main thing to do is this, disable bloom, because if bloom is enabled, holy shit, everything looks fuzzy. I hope they change that. But you can do like disable bloom and so on and so forth. I think the sound like, you know, options are bugged because like you can still hear like confetti sounds even if you have it disabled. Or maybe I just haven't figured it out. Third option is block list. You just you can block users from what I understand. Yeah. So oh, this is where you whisper. Okay, sorry. I guess you right click you hold Alt to display the cursor and then right click to designate who you want to talk to. And then you get three options, which is whisper, add to block list, and report user. So you can see who you've blocked on the escape menu option 3 here. 4 is contact. So for example, there's what do you call it? Like technical issues. I don't know how to read this. And then there's like, you know, industry, like, you know, or like corporate or like business inquiries, so on and so forth. Fifth option is controls. I mean, it says stuff here. And actually it says the instructions right here, doesn't it? And that's it, yeah. So if I wanted to do an actual tutorial, I would say all that in some more organized fashion. Leaderboard for the most messages. I don't think so. In fact, the messages that currently show up on the chat box are only the ones that have been cached on your device since you loaded the game, this instance. So if I were to log out of Hollow Earth right now, that current chat log, I believe, disappears as well. Which I don't know. Well, if you want to be a square instead of a triangle, then you have you're playing the wrong game. I don't know what's in the devlog, but at the moment you can only be a triangular pyramid. At some point, we're expecting to be able to play cute anime girls, but until then, we are just triangular prisms. The real Hololive experience. Yep. You're just a nameless triangular prism. That's the Hololive experience right there. Every time. You know, and that's actually why I think I mentioned this before, but I you know, if I was able to take some time off from school or just in general to do whatever I want, one thing I definitely would do is I want some graphical overlay that kind of to some degree shows who's watching your stream, like on screen. Like similar to how you can how some people have like you can super chat or like you know throw whatever the fuck, but you can like throw like objects at the streamer or something. Like why is like you know so many people have um like like what do you call it, like room backgrounds, like they're just their personal room as a background, and a lot of them have like stuffed animals, right? So why isn't it that like whenever a regular pops in or something, it doesn't like spawn a stuffed animal in the background that represents the viewer or something? And I realize that's impractical when you get really popular and you have like tens of thousands of people that are watching your streams, but like if you're a small streamer with only like say like 10 viewers, like I don't know, I feel like that would be a pretty cool function, no? Animal Crossing characters. Yeah, yeah, like stuff like that would be kind of fun, right? They're just kind of like walking by in the background. They don't even all have to be on the screen at the same time, right? They can just kind of walk by every once in a while. Either like stuffed animals or I don't know, something that could like blend into the background, right? So like maybe if you're outdoors, maybe like birds. I mean, I don't want to imagine 10,000 birds spawning into your stream, but like if it's just like 10 birds or something, then you know that's more reasonable, isn't it? Battle Royale. Oh yeah, those kind of like the. I do like the idea. I've seen several. I think like Cult of the Lamb, for example, has similar functionality, right? Where viewers can kind of like be spawned into the streamer's game or something. Um, I do like that functionality. I feel like it makes the game more, or it has you know, it has its merits, right? Um, yeah. I mean, again, there's lots of functionality that I'd want to make if possible, but you know, I guess the question is this winter, right? I to some degree have to commit to something. Well, actually, the first thing is I need to pass my fucking classes, and then I'll worry about committing to one thing or the other. But as I mentioned before, I want a way to highlight and like spawn a chat bubble onto the stream that like displays the comment that I'm replying to without having to put all the comments on screen, you know what I mean? Like and there used to be something for that apparently, but you know, I want more customizability and I also want it to kind of integrate better. So like and I have already looked up the components to make that possible already exist. It's just a matter of putting it together and actually like fucking doing it, which is obviously the hard part, but nonetheless, it's not at all a novel concept, right? So, but again, where do you find the time for that, right? All right, so anyway. Yeah. Yeah, this tea is not helping my throat at all. This artist, is this the Russian one, or maybe you weren't talking about a Russian one, but does this have to do with the Russia thing, or? In Mother Russia, artist commissions you. Anyway. Well, you've committed to it, so I mean, not that there's anything stopping you from going back on your word, but depending on how far in the, you know, in the process you guys are, but. Well, I mean, I can't really. I mean, I don't know how much you spent, so I can't judge how worth it was or not. But, um, I mean, things get expensive though. Honestly, right? Like, it could be a waste of money. It could be worth it. It's not entirely, you know, immediately clear, but sometimes things just cost money. This is me justifying why I'm stingy, but yeah. Like I mean, yeah, it all depends. It all depends. I mean, you don't have to say how much it is for the record. I'm just saying it. Early Christmas game. Okay, okay. That's fair. That's fair. Um, I mean, again, I wouldn't, you know, look at how much the raw, you know, like the number of, you know, the number of digits it is, because you know how much something, you know, financially makes sense is a function of both your income as well as your savings, plus your what do you call it, your daily like living costs, plus your well, that part of that goes into well, just basically the cost of living, um as well as your, you know, your projected expenses in the future, right? Well, I guess that's partially cost of, anyway, right? So like, you know, it's always the joke about how like if Steve Jobs were to pick up a dollar, he'd lose money, um, or if he were to spend, you know, what is it like, like what, a second picking up a dollar, he'd still lose money, something like that, or he would have lost money. Um, like, yeah, it's triple digits. Does that include the decimal places? Can't forget the decimal places, man. Assuming it's 5 digits then, but yeah. So yeah, like for example, can I really criticize? No, I just bought a laptop for basically $750. Um Now I have to use it for 8 years to make it just, or I have to either use it for 8 years or sell maybe like half my computer hardware to justify it. I think realistically I'm going to go the sell route. but you know, it makes a number of things more efficient. And if anything, I've saved, what, about 2 hours today not having to look for computer deals. So in that context, it slowly begins to add up, right? So, and it's also rather, I specifically chose a model that should be relatively easy to maintain. So, you know, so in that sense, you know, I've probably spent nearly, if not potentially more than you. So, you know, it's all a matter of perspective, right? So, I mean, I guess the question is, actually, I don't know how much you make, but if it saves more time, or if it makes you more productive than not buying it, then assuming that you have the savings to offset the expense or to mitigate any potential emergencies, you know, there isn't much of an issue, right? And then, you know, if it really is an issue, then, you know, go work some overtime. I don't know. Go work some overtime, or like, I don't know. You can figure it out, right? I assume. I was actually kind of wondering if I should have also bought my mom a laptop, because I think she's fine with her current one, but it was a pretty good deal, so. Oh, it all kind of like dogpiled. Yeah, that happens, right? Oh, also, that's not all I bought, right, for Black Friday. I bought the laptop, but I also bought those audio plugins. So I actually spent another $100. So, well, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't intend to spend any money for the next, you know, or I don't intend to have any more large expenses for the next, until maybe next year around now. So, you know, like I don't go on big shopping sprees all the time, but like it's like it adds up. Like that's just the kind of unfortunate reality. There's plenty of ways to not make it add up, but I mean that's what they say about poverty, right? It's expensive being poor. Not that that's what I'm talking about. What I mean to say is that if you want to buy something that's really worthwhile, then it ends up being expensive no matter what. Like no matter, you can make it cheap, but it just won't last in exchange. So the financially sensible route ends up being, more often than not, you have to overpay, or maybe not overpay, but you have to pay quite a bit. So like it just, I mean, costs add up. It is what it is. Are we super cool? Yeah, and that's that. I mean, I'm assuming that's worth it. Tip too. That's good. I mean, ideally, we live in a world where tipping isn't necessary, but you know, that's good. Yeah. Like, if you remember back when I got this Live 2D model rigged, you know, was it last year? I guess. And the person said they'd do it for free, but then I ended up not tipping them, but I ended up donating them something to the tune of how much did I give him? I want to say I gave him somewhere to the tune of like $120, $30 at the end of the day. I mean, this was one of their first Live 2D rigs, so in fact I don't think they even do Live 2D rigging anymore. But I remember giving them about like 80 one time and then 50 or so the next time. But let's see if that's actually true. Did I actually donate the second time as well? Let's actually double check that. Pretty sure I did. It's on PayPal. Okay. But my point is, on one hand, okay, I didn't need to spend that money, and you know, but whatever. But like in the grand scheme of things, that model has confirm. Okay, fine. What do you mean we couldn't confirm it's you? Text me a code, please. Okay, but the point is, in my messages, I said I'd send money twice, and I'm pretty sure those were the values that I sent. But my point is, the alternative is I could still be using a PNG. Or, I mean, I guess I would have been using the 3D model at that point, but it's like, it's been almost 2 years now, right? Since I've started using this model. Next March, it'll be 2 years. I mean, 2 years, like 200, or sorry, not even $150 or $120 spread over 2 years. Like, that's pretty reasonable, right? Like I didn't, like that wasn't at all an unreasonable expense in the grand scheme of things, right? For, you know, for rigging or for just anything, right? Because 2 years, you know, in a few months it'll be 2 years. I'll have been using this model for 2 years, so the cost per month at that point for let's say it was $120 or so would have literally been $5 a month. Like, right? Like, that's pretty. Like, if someone said, you know, it'll cost you $5 a month over the course of 2 years to pay off, or to you know, recoup the cost of, you know, donating because someone did some rigging for you or something, like, I don't know, that's a coffee. That's like one coffee a month. Like, it's it's fine, right? So I mean, at the end of the day, you know, again, just you know, stuff costs money. Like, that's just all there is to it, right? And, you know, again, thinking back, it's like, you know, it was better to have sent that money than not, honestly. Yeah. Like, I could have been stingy back then, but, like, you know, yeah. I mean, I planned to use the model for a while, so I thought it was worth it. Yeah. Not to say that there aren't times to be stingy, but you know, it wasn't one of those times. It's an art way. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it is what it is, right? Let's see. Okay. It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, you know, of course, you know, all that does hinge on a few assumptions, like, you know, assuming that you do have some degree of savings, you know. It's not necessarily guaranteed these days, so yeah, but assuming that you have some degree of a savings and so on and so forth, then you have a lot. Okay, yeah, see, so then, you know, it's like, it's fine, right? I say that, but really I'm the one that should be saving money. Inventing experience. Yeah, and again, it'll happen, right? Like, it's just what it is. 6 months worth of insurance. Not sure. Isn't that? Well, again, I can't criticize. I just bought a fucking laptop. I mean, I plan to sell a lot of my computer hardware to kind of recoup some of that cost, but still. Oh, you mean that's another expense that you had? Okay. So so it comes in all at once then. Jeez, that's kind of annoying. Hmm? Oh no, that's fine. Hmm. I'm off by a term. Ah, there it is. Tired. Yeah, I'm tired, so I'm gonna take another break. Actually, you know, I'm gonna lie down. So, heard that came by. Thanks for coming by. Take care. Stay safe. Have an evening. Honesty, and try not to worry too much about the expenses. It is what it is. I'll see you guys later. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired, but I also really need this problem set done because this was due like 3 weeks ago. Anyway, see ya. What's gotta